okay. Let me just check my mic. Does it sound like it's working? Please leave me comments and let me know if I'm online. I don't have my wife around today she's still sleeping in, so let me know if there's if you guys can see me and hear me okay. I'm outside again. The birds are making their noises. It's early morning. It's just a beautiful day here. Let's see. Should have a few on soon. All right, so let me start this presentation. Let me just double check that I am online here. Let's go to YouTube. Yeah, I'm sure I am. Okay, I'll just shut it down. Never mind. There we go. All right, so today, this Share, Inspire, Create show, the SIC show, I've restarted my SIC show, the Share, Inspire, Create show. Number 81 live, and there we go. I'm seeing yes, you can hear me. Nancy says you can hear me. Sig, yes, can hear you loud and clear. Thank you, guys. And Bruce says yes. Amber, good morning. Thank you, guys. Yeah, so what I wanted to do today was run through a little presentation. I've kind of taken two of my bootcamp presentations and put them together really quick because I think we all are feeling this pandemic, and there's a lot of fear and anxiety out there. So I just wanted to share a few things, and then I'm going to go into some kangaroo shots that I've photographed recently. Here we go. I'll just share my screen soon, and then I'll edit one of these kangaroo images. Let me just see if I can share that again. Where are we? There we go. Desktop. Let's go to desktop there, and there we go. Whoops, I'm on the wrong camera again. Okay, let's see if I can figure this out. Here we go. Camera, this one. Okay, that's a little bit of a better camera there. And I can even go to my full face. There we go. Great. Can you guys see me okay? You probably hear the birds in the background, and hopefully there's not too many kids around. It's being school holidays and all that. So, all right, let me go to my desktop. I'll flick over to the kangaroos that I photographed recently, last weekend actually. I'll edit one of those. But first, I wanted to dedicate this show to my friend and one of our bootcamp members, Juan Acosto. He is suffering from COVID-19. He caught it in hospital. He's a physician, works in the ER somewhere in the States, I think. And he's got it. So just wish him well. He's one of our bootcamp members. He just sent me a message yesterday, the day before yesterday, saying that he couldn't participate because he's caught this horrible virus and in hospital where he works. So Juan, this one's for you. Get well soon. Thank you for your service to all the people in your community. Thank you. Awesome. And Juan has been the cover. He's had the cover for one of our bootcamp magazines. This one over here, the water one. So that's one of his images. That's an amazing image. There's the cover, Juan Acosto. Awesome. All right, so let's get into it. We'll do my little presentation first. So let's see if I can figure this out. Prezzo, there we go. All right. So I've combined two of my presentations. The first one was, let's see if this works. The first one was the Bootcamp number 10 show, where I spoke about gratitude and how gratitude can really help us, and then also the lessons learned show. So I'll just run through this really quick, and these are just my opinions, so take them or leave them, it doesn't matter. So my story was I went through massive trauma about 18 months ago, family problems, not problems, family issues, I guess, family challenges, and I felt this massive fear and anxiety and uncertainty, and I'm sure a lot of us are going through this right now. Like, uncertainty for the future. What's going to happen, when they're going to open things up again. And it can really like hit us pretty hard, you know, if you're stuck in that fear and anxiety. So all my future plans are put on hold, as I'm sure you guys are, except for hopefully bootcamp safari next year, this time next year. And you start questioning everything you believe in. And maybe that's a good thing, to start questioning everything we believe in. Should we be doing everything we were doing in the past? Should we be working the hours we're working? Should we be consuming the things we're consuming? You know, should we look after ourselves a little more instead of chasing the almighty dollar? Those are just some of the questions. But something I kept in my mind the whole way through this crisis was, this too will pass. Everything is temporary in this world, and this pandemic is going to pass one day. So just hang in there. Keep that in your mind. Whatever you're thinking, override it with this. This too will pass. So there we go. Okay, Amber says, oh no, and she's obviously talking about Juan. And yes, good luck, Juan. Andrew says good luck, and Alex is here from New Zealand. Great. Kim, good morning from Australia. Hey, Kim. All right, so get back to my little presentation. So one of the things that really helped me was practicing gratitude. And I guess in the last couple of weeks since I created my gratitude video for my postie adventures, I don't know, I got kind of caught up in things and I stopped practicing gratitude. And I've started feeling really quite down. Yeah, it's been a tough couple of weeks, I guess. I think for all of us, or most of us, it's been like that, or some of us, it's been like that. So start practicing gratitude again. And I may be making this presentation for myself to start practicing gratitude. So I've started writing my gratitude journal again over here. So that's this is all out of the presentation. Gratitude allows us to celebrate the present and magnifies positive emotions. So it focuses your brain on what's actually working and what you're grateful for, not what's not working and the fear and anxiety out in the world. And it focuses us on the positive instead of the negative. There we go. So that's why it's important. So how can you practice gratitude? Really simple. Just write down every morning 3 things you're grateful for. That's it. Write it down. There's a reason we write things down, because it gets it out of our brain. We see it, and it's there. And because I'm a visual person, I remember it then when I write things down. So there's my morning journal, writing things down. I was writing things down every morning. I'm starting again, making a commitment to you guys to start again. All right. This was something, a little happiness thing. One of my older courses, Photo Profit course, I put together this mind map of happiness, how to be happy. And this was also for me. Like often a lot of these courses I create for you guys, it's actually for me. So there we go. Gratitude, focus on the positive, daily routines, live in the present. What do you enjoy? Do more of that. You know, forgive others and yourself and others. There's a few things in there. Stop judging people, including yourself. So, but I think if we all just focus on gratitude, we can be a lot happier and deal with things. So what does it do? It slows down the mind chatter. You can deal with challenges better. You have more space to think more clearly, become more creative, and you have this feeling of happiness. So those are all good things, right? So there's my, I'm grateful for the morning coffee I used to have at my local cafe. They all closed now. You can get a takeaway though, which is good. Grateful for the morning breakfast I used to have at my cafe sometimes. Our pets, we're grateful for pets. Yeah, for sure. My daughter and our cat, which is no longer with us, unfortunately. Grateful for the wildlife, the birds, and the animals in the ocean. And I love getting to the water, so I'm really grateful that I live close to the ocean and can get in the water. Okay, obviously I don't see whales like that. That was in Tonga. Grateful for my little old Jayco caravan and that I could go camping. I used to be able to go camping, not anymore, but hopefully they'll open that up soon, because in Australia they seem to be getting on top of things here. And super grateful for the bootcamp safari we had last year, and this was one of the highlights of my life, I guess, meeting other boot camp members, going on the safari, having such a good time. And when I meditate, so I'm starting to meditate in the mornings, do a little bit of yoga and then meditate, I often go back here in my mind to how I felt when I was on safari, because that's my happy place. So if you've got a happy place, keep it in your mind and then try and go back to that place and think of how you felt when you were there. And that's putting it out there, and hopefully you'll attract more of that. Okay, Jeanette, yes, you can hear me. Thank you, Jeanette. Great. Yeah, the beautiful image we've got on the safari, yes. And Amber's saying, yes. There's an image Eugene took of me with my long lens. Thank you, Eugene. That's great. So my happy place is definitely there in the wild and with you guys, people that are passionate about photography and life, just like me. Yeah, great. And there we go. And Amber says Africa is one of her happy places too. So thank you, Amber, for that. Also, try new things. This is one way to get out of the funk, I guess, is to try new things, do something new. So here we are, following a lion on foot in Africa. I tell you what, if that doesn't make you feel alive, nothing will. I was so nervous. So we're following our guide there, looking to see if we can see this lion. I think it went under the bushes. We never spotted him, but wow, did I feel alive walking on foot. And Nancy, oh, that's a nice one, Nancy. She says, I'm grateful for you and for your sharing. I'm grateful for the flora and fauna, and I can really appreciate it, that I can appreciate and photograph and share. So thank you, Nancy, for sharing that with us. All right. Yes, try new things. Like I shaped my first surfboard at the end of last year. Okay, I'm still riding it, by the way. It's surfable. I didn't think it would ever be, but that's something I really enjoyed. It's a creative pursuit that I'd never done before, shaping a board. I've always wanted to do it, and I've never done it before. So definitely try new things. Okay, this might be a little difficult now with all the lockdown and stuff. And Gary Edwards says, it's good afternoon here in Chicago. The safari looks like a wonderful trip. I get the same way when remembering my trips as well. So thank you, Gary, for sharing that with us. All right. I tried something new also. I helped film video a commercial. So that's we did like a commercial for a surf shop and surfwear. So I was filming underwater there. And some of the things that helped me get through tough times, create some positive routines like journaling, like gratitude, my morning journal over here. Try meditation. Now, meditation, it's amazing, but it's not easy to do. I tell you what, I've been trying to meditate for years, and I do it for a few days, and then I don't do it, and I just got to commit to doing it. And I'm starting to do the Joe Dispenza meditations, because a guided meditation, just an audio, and I can just listen to it and try and get my brain into that place where I can be happier and more calm and relaxed. Cold water exposure is really helping me. I actually had a cold shower this morning and it's chilly out here. I'll tell you what, autumn here is a little chilly. It's about 12 degrees Celsius, which is reasonably cold for us. Exercise is good for your mindset, and photography, being creative, for sure. And we all have an impact on each other. My question is it positive? Are you having a positive impact on other people? Then how's your self-talk? Are you talking positively to yourself, or are you beating yourself up? Don't beat yourself up. I'm probably the worst at that. And smile more. Yes. Photographed this guy in Victoria Falls in Zimbabwe. I think the boot camp safari members remember him. Look at those teeth. Smile like your teeth are like that. Awesome. And there we go. And back to realizing that it's all temporary. This too will pass. Celebrate your life and celebrate your wins. Anyway, I thought I'd share that with you guys. I hope that helps. I hope it's not too deep. But let's go back to my desktop. Okay, there's one's image. I'm going to go to Lightroom now. There we go. You guys see Lightroom okay? Good. I think it's good now. There we go. My audio is good. I can get rid of that panel. I can put comments up here. So I'm just moving things around on my desktop here so that I can see what's going on. Amber says she loves that guy, the guy with the teeth. That's great. So just so you guys know, there's about a 30-second delay from when I speak into the camera and when you guys see the audio, you hear me and see me. So it takes a little while for it to come through. But keep commenting. Great. So last weekend, a week ago, we went for our exercise. We're allowed to exercise here in Australia. We're allowed to go out for exercise, and I wanted to take out my long lens again. And I thought, you know what, I haven't really photographed kangaroos with my long lens, and the place to go in Australia is the golf course. All the golf courses have kangaroos on them, especially at dawn and dusk. So we went at just before sunset and got to the back entrance to the local golf course, and there's a big sign saying you're not allowed to enter, you're not allowed to go in. Not sure why. I think it's private property and all the stuff, whatever. But I thought, big sign, should I go in or not? And I thought, okay, let's just walk around the neighborhood. There's a lot of bush around this golf course. So I didn't go in. And in between these houses, next to the golf course, is a mother and a little Joey kangaroo. So they weren't actually on the golf course, they were just in the neighborhood on the grass. So I thought I'd go down and photograph them. So I've just imported these images just before this presentation. And I wanted to show you what I was thinking when I photographed them. So I might just turn the comments off for a minute just so that I can see what I'm looking at. I'll make Lightroom full screen. There we go. All right, so this is my full shoot from when I got out of the car and I saw the kangaroo and the mother there and the Joey in the background. So initially what I was doing is I was photographing into the sun, so the backlit, so you can see the ears are backlit over here. And I run through them. So I was shooting at 600 mils again, my really long lens, a very fast shutter speed, so 1/2000th of a second, shutter priority mode, everything else in order, right? So these are just raw, straight off the camera images. I haven't done any editing. Now you'll notice there's a lot of highlights over here. I think I may have been overexposing by a third of a stop. Normally when you're shooting into the sun, that's what you do. And then I walked down and got a little closer to the mother. You can see she's tagged, got the big tag on her ear. But a beautiful kangaroo, and it had rained that day too, so that's why she's not looking, her fur is looking a little mottly. And then I saw the little Joey behind. Joey is more active, kind of jumping around, a little bit nervous of me. But I moved around, so here I am kind of walking down this easeway between these houses. I got quite close to the kangaroos, and I'm photographing Joey and mother. Now, a lot of times these kangaroos, their ears are kind of sideways like that. They are listening for, I guess, predators, dogs, that type of thing. But I really wanted the ears facing towards me. For me, that just makes a nicer portrait of an animal. So I'm getting a little closer. You can see her fur over there. It's taken a little while, so I might go back to my grid mode here, and we'll choose an image to edit. I'll go around. Let's see. I might even go a little bit bigger on these thumbnails and see if they work a little better. So here's an example of photographing the Joey as, I don't know if it's a male or female, but I didn't look hard enough. Now what I've done is I've gone down below. Now the sun's behind me, so this kangaroo now is front lit, and you can probably see in its eyes the sun's behind me. But look at those ears, and then look at the ears here. Which one do you prefer? See, I prefer the ears looking towards me, like when a dog looks towards you and it's got those ears cocked towards you. So for me, that's a better image. But now I've got like a wall in the background. There's a concrete wall over there, one of the houses, concrete wall. So I thought, maybe that's not a great background because it's not all nice and green. But it'll still work because I'm photographing at 600 mils, so there's a very shallow depth of field with the long lens anyway, even though it's at f6.3 thousandth of a sec, 1/1250th of a second. So there I'm using my rule, double the focal length. So 600 mils times 2 is the shutter speed. So 1/1250th of a second is what I shoot it at. So there are a couple of shots. I might use that one. Oh, this one. So there's the wall behind the Joey. I'll call it a she. She's looking at me. This might make a really good black and white or like a monochrome image because that's all there is. There's just browns and greys in this image. I wonder if I'll do that one. Let's see. We'll go through a couple more here. See, there's ears back again. Looks a bit funny. Look at this. Look at the difference between this one. I'll wait for my computer to catch up, and this one. Look at that. Just the ears. Okay. Let's see. Do I want green in my image? I don't know. Or we go with the Joey looking over her hindquarters back towards me. And then what I did is I went up the hill again and I photographed back into the sun. And with these ones, you can probably see the houses. There's other houses and street and bushes behind the Joey. And I'm only shooting at 260 mil, so I'm a little bit close here, trying to get the whole Joey in. And half the mother is over there. All right, this might be a good one. Let's see. I haven't decided yet. What do you guys think? Let's look at the comments again. Let's see. Where can I go to my comments? Yeah, they are. They're the comments. Front-facing ears, black and white, black background. Amber says, yep, front-facing ears, black and white, black background. What do you guys think? Which image should I photograph over here? Leave me comments and I'll photograph that. Or if you want me to do a totally different, we'll stick with the kangaroos. I'm ready here. It takes too long to bring up something else. What do you guys think? Oh, I have some tea. I'll just wait for it to come through. There we go. Oh, okay. Peter Stewart says he likes the idea of black and white. Yes. Okay, I think I'm going to go with the black and white on the grey background like that. Might use one of these. Or could I don't have a landscape orientation image, which is better for presentation. Scroll up a bit. Okay, I'm scrolling up, Amber. Okay. Nancy says she likes the green contrast. Front-facing ears. Bruce says he likes the front-facing ears. Okay. Jeanette says she likes the front-facing ears too, black and white. Okay. All right, let's see what I can find here. Let's see if I can get I'm going to use one of these, I think. Number 39. Okay, what was number 39? 39. There we go. Okay. Amber, you got me. Or 38. There we go. One of these two. All right. So first thing I'll do is I'm just going to go 100%. I'm going to zoom in and just double check between the two images which one's the sharpest. Okay, so let's let my computer catch up here. Just to make sure that I got the eyes totally sharp in focus. There's not much you can do if the eyes are not in focus. There's no amount of Photoshop or Lightroom work you can do if you didn't get that focus right when you photographed it. Now this one looks like the nose is more in focus than the eyes. So let's go to the back, the next one, the back. Okay. Now this one looks a bit better, but I think the ears are back there. All right. You know what? We're just going to go this one. Okay. I didn't crack the focus quite as good as I hoped there. The nose is in focus. Yeah, the nose is in focus in both of them. Damn it. Okay. Anyway, we'll edit this one for this show anyway. So Even I make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes, right? I should have. So the lesson learned here is when you're photographing wildlife, and if you don't have eye autofocus, like some of the Sony cameras have it, and the Canons, the new Canons have it now too, and I'm sure some of the others do. They have the animal eye focus. My camera doesn't. So what I do is I put this little square block on my focus point on the camera, and I normally focus on the eye and then recompose and then take the picture. Focus on the eye, recompose and take the picture. I think I must have been a little bit excited here, and I just photographed thinking I would have everything in focus, and I didn't. All right, so lesson learned there, Brent. All right, so first thing I'm going to do, just so that we can see this a little bit better, is I'm going to crop this image. Okay. There we go. Crop the image. I'm leaving a little bit of space, a little bit of breathing room around the Joey's ears over there. Okay. Second thing, I'm just going to go straight to black and white in Lightroom over here. Okay. And then I'm going to hit the auto toning the black and white. So let's see what it's done. Yeah, it's not too bad. Okay, I might get rid of the info up there. I'm just going to make my screen a bit brighter. I'm starting to get background reflections from the morning light behind me. All right. Okay, so what do I do here? How do I make that Joey pop from the background? So this is quite an interesting one. So I might go to the black and white tab over here, monochrome. Where are we? There we go, black and white. All right. So what I might do here in the black and white mix is you got this little picker, adjustment picker. So you can click on that, and you can go to a certain part of your area, and you can click and then drag up and down, and that's going to change the luminance for a certain color in the image. Okay, so I don't know if it's going to work. So I'll click and I'm going to drag down. So what it's doing, you notice that it's dragging down the blues and the aquas. So the blues and the aquas are dragged down. So now already my Joey is popping from the background. So let's just go to the before. I'll just hit the backspace and the after. Before, after. Okay. So already my Joey is popping from the background just by doing that. So I may have gone a little too much there. Or I can do it the other way. I could even make those brighter, and I can have the Joey backlit. No, I'll make them a little darker, because that way I can have the kangaroo pop from the background. Perfect. All right, that's good. That's all I'll do with the background. What you should do is just start from the top and go down. But today, I don't know, I'm feeling a little creative. I think I'm going to give it a little vignette now. Because I was working on the background, I'm going to give it more feather there. Okay, cool. That looks good. So now my Joey's popping a lot more. I'll go to the detail, the sharpening. What I do is hold down Option or Alt key while you drag in the mask over there. So I want to go back a little bit to where I just want to sharpen the white areas, and the darker areas are masked out. Okay, there we go. Crank up the sharpening. I'll give it a little noise reduction. Always do a little noise reduction there. Great. Okay, and maybe I can... Okay, what I'm going to do now is some local adjustments. So I'm going to use my radial tool. Okay, so I mean, if you want to, you can go to each eye and do this, but because the eyes aren't totally sharp, I'm just going to go to the face, Joey's face. I'm going to give it some clarity. There we go. Maybe a little more sharpness. And maybe, I wonder if I do a little more contrast on the face. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Done. What do you think? let's set the before and after. Before and after. I think the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to those eyes a little bit more. I'm going to go to each eye, because that's where you want someone to look at, right? And I might lift the shadows in the eye. Let's see if that works. Yes. Maybe make that a little smaller. The radial filter. Lift the shadows, clarity, give it more clarity. Yeah, not that much. Maybe even the exposure a bit. If I lift the exposure, it means I've got to bring the blacks down a bit more. Okay. So I've done one eye. So now I right click on that and I duplicate this radial filter. And then I just drag it over the other eye and it's done. Okay, let's see. How does that look? So let's go, I'm going to go to, let's fit this kangaroo into, okay, I might go in a little closer. Let's see. There we go. And move her up a little here. Come on. Okay. No. Come on, there we go. I want to fill. There we go. Okay, great. Okay. So let's go to the before tab and the after. Yeah, I think that works for me. All right, what do you guys think? Let me get the comments up here again. Where are my comments? There we go. All right, so adorable. Amber says, Peter Stewart says, I love it. Have also learned a lot about Lightroom that I did not know you could do. Yes, great. Awesome, guys. I think that's it for what I wanted to show you on the show. So I'm opening the floor to questions now. This is a Share, Inspire, Create show. So I've shared my presentation with you. I've hopefully inspired you with this image, and I've shown you how I've gone about creating it. But if there's anything, if you guys have any other questions, let me know. We'll try and keep the show a little bit shorter than we did last time. It's been half an hour. Sig says, great result. That's awesome, Sig. Jeanette, very effective black and white editing. Looks great. Really good. Thanks, Jeanette. Amber, so quick and easy. Yes. That's what it's about, really. It doesn't have to be hard. Hey? It doesn't have to be hard. Let's go to the, let's fit, we'll just go back to fit. Yeah, we'll fit it in there. There we go. And I'll go back to my grid mode. And I can compare that now to the one before. There's the one before. So, and I think that's something with tools. When we're using tools, the quicker and easier it is, the better, because that means you're going to use it more, right? If it's too difficult and it takes too long and it's too labor intensive, you just stop using it. And that's why I love Lightroom as opposed to Photoshop. I don't mind Photoshop, but Photoshop can be quite complex and can take a long time, and it takes a long time to learn it, where Lightroom is quite easy to learn. Okay. Alex, are you going to use the black and white color sliders on the kangaroo, or did I miss it? Yes, you missed it, Alex. You can scroll back a little bit on this video, the live video. You can scroll back and see that I did use the black and white sliders to darken the background. And Nino says, great result, love the photo. And Gina says, love the eyes. So great, guys. Peter Stewart says, you've covered it really well, Brent. Can't think of any questions at all. All right, before I go, a couple things. This show is dedicated to Juan. Hope you get better soon. I'll put this back onto my face. Let's see if I can actually do that. Scene. There we go. Camera one. There we go. Okay, cool. So Juan, thanks for all your contribution to your community. Hope you recover really fast from this horrible virus and get back to work helping people. And also thanks for your contribution inside Bootcamp, my community, and everyone on this call. A lot of you guys are Bootcamp members. Thank you so much. If you're not a Bootcamp member, I do have a 30-day free trial running right now. I'm going to end it in the next couple of days. So below this video, I'll have a link. If you're watching this and it's still valid, then sign up and check it out and see if it's right for you. And I hope to see you in there. And a couple more comments here. You always provide me with new tips and tricks. Lord knows I've complicated things sometimes. That's what Amber says. Actually, I wonder if I can, how do I feature these comments? I don't know. I'll figure this out. I'm using the software called Ecamm Live. I'm still testing it out. I haven't paid for it yet. That's why the logo's there. But I'm kind of liking it. It's not too bad. And I've recorded a couple of shows, a couple of feedback videos for people inside Bootcamp. Actually, I'll show you guys that while I'm here. So I'll go back to my desktop. Okay, and I'll go to, where are you? Here we go. So that's one. If you guys want to know what he looks like, there he is. And then I'll just go to removing distracting elements. So that's the Bootcamp challenge right now, the masterclass and challenge. And here's some feedback I left for Kerry last night. I took her image and I edited it and I gave her some feedback. And I spoke a little bit about the philosophy when it comes to editing images and whether they're authentic or not. So have a look. If you're a Bootcamp member, jump in, have a look at what the feedback I left Kerry. I also left feedback for a few other members. So loving all the images you guys are posting in this challenge. Thank you guys. And I'll just have a look at the last couple of comments here and then I'll end this broadcast. Okay, Amber, there we go. And Gina says, I'm grateful for people like Juan, brave, courageous and heroic, while the majority of us remain safely at home. Yes, we do. And it's difficult to be at home, I must say. And with all the negative news out there, the media, something I'm trying to do is to listen to it less, watch the news less, or listen to the news less, get out into nature more. So that's it, guys. Thanks for being on the show. I hope you like it. Please leave me more feedback below this video when it's processed. What do you like? What don't you like? I'll try and tailor the show more towards what you guys want. This is Brent. Have an amazing day. Bye. Let's see if I can finish this off.